The City of Turning Shadows. English Story Level 5. The city of Violin was famous for its towering glass spires that caught the sunlight and scattered it into thousands of colors. But beneath the beauty lay a mystery that had unsettled scholars for centuries. Every sunset, the city's shadows shifted on their own, moving in patterns that did not match the people or objects that cast them. Some believed the shadows held lost memories. Others claimed they were alive. Elira, a young historian with an insatiable curiosity, arrived in Violin determined to understand the phenomenon. She rented a room overlooking the central square, where the largest and strangest shadow displays occurred. Each evening she watched from her balcony, sketching the changing patterns. Sometimes the shadows seemed to dance. Sometimes they stretched toward the old library as if seeking something inside. On her third night in the city, a peculiar thing happened. As the last rays of sunlight disappeared, Elira noticed a small shadow standing near her own, one that didn't belong to her or anything nearby. It flickered like a candle flame, then pointed toward the library before vanishing into the darkness. Alarmed yet intrigued, Elira grabbed her notebook and followed the direction it indicated. The library doors were open despite the late hour. Inside, the air felt strangely heavy, as if filled with centuries of unspoken secrets. The shadows within moved even more bizarrely, drifting across the floor with purpose. Elira ventured deeper, guided by the faint pull of her mysterious encounter. She found herself in a forgotten wing, where dust coated every surface except a single bookshelf. One book lay slightly pulled from the shelf, its cover worn and ink faded. When Elira reached for it, the shadows converged around her, forming a gentle, swirling pattern. She opened the book and discovered it was a journal written by the founder of Violin, a scholar who had experimented with light and consciousness. He believed shadows captured fragments of human thought and emotion, storing them like living memories. The journal revealed that the founder had created a device at the city's heart designed to preserve wisdom in the form of shadows. But something went wrong, causing the shadows to detach and wander freely. They were not malicious, merely lost, searching endlessly for the people whose memories they carried. Elira realized Violin wasn't haunted, it was grieving. Determined to help, she located the device beneath the library floor. It stood silent and cracked with age, glowing faintly with trapped energy. Elira spent days repairing its fractured components using guidance from the journal. Each evening, the shadows gathered around her, watching with something like hope. At last, when the sun set on the seventh day, Elira activated the restored device. A warm, golden pulse spread across the city. The wandering shadows paused, shimmered, and slowly settled back into alignment with the people who cast them. Citizens gasped as forgotten memories rushed gently into their minds, lost dreams, old joys, half-remembered promises. From that night forward, Violin's shadows returned to normal, and the city felt whole again. Elira stayed to continue her research, becoming the new guardian of the founder's legacy. Though the shadows no longer moved on their own, she sometimes felt one linger a moment longer than expected, as if whispering a quiet thank you.